Yeah, I ain't gonna play no keyboard on this one, man. What's up, YouTube? Hey, check this out, man. That's the intro that Tahir. Shout out to my partner Tahir. Hey, I'm back, y'all. I'm gonna start playing bass. Here we go. The music. Hey, here's that would make you react like that.
Yeah, boy.
Does Uncle Mike make your body move? Here's that would make you give a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Hey, and I appreciate it when you subscribe to the channel. Check it out. I'm rusty, y'all.
The music recording at The music recording
just to let these Bammers know, talking to the haters, just to let them know, just in case they thought Uncle Mike ain't had no talent. Good God Almighty, it's been woosah, y'all. I'm old and happy. Hey, I'm back. This is the second video I done did since I'm back from the Philippines, y'all. Uncle Mike done caught a little cold. Check this out, man. I'm doing this video to let y'all know that this weekend, I think Friday, I'm gonna get up and travel to these buildings that Mr. Umar claims that he gonna open up this school that he been saying he gonna open up for the last 13 years, I found out. Also, since I've been home, man, I talked to maybe about 10, 20 people who don't even, some of them knew who he was or whatever. But I talked to about at least 4 or 5 people, man, that said, I said, man, you know Dr. Umar? Yeah, man. I said, what do you think about, now, these are the people that I consider, check this out, y'all. I consider these people like offline type people. They ain't on YouTube as much as you and I are, right? They don't look at Facebook that much. They don't look at social media. They just living their life. They scroll, they do their little thing. They got to do that because that's how they know about Umar. So I asked him, I said, well, what do you think about Dr. Oh, man, he's great, man. I think he's doing a good job. I think he's doing this. I said, yo, this, now Leonard and other people have been talking, trying to let these people know about this dude, right? This is real talk, man. And they've been doing this for years, talking about Dr. Umar. Because when I first heard about him maybe 5 or 6 months ago, I thought he was good too. I said, man, this is a great guy. I was great donating, whatever. So I said all that to say that the guy Leonard and the other people that have been talking about him, been talking about him for years, 3 or 4, 5, 6 years, man. Saying that he's a scam or a con artist and all this type of stuff. I'm talking to people today that don't know nothing about what's going on social media. And I'm like, damn, I'm doing my evaluations and stuff, right? So I'm going up to the school. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm filming some stuff. Say, look here, y'all, here go. with my video, right? Hey, y'all, here's the school. I'm in front of the school. This how the school looks, so proof or whatever the case may be. Because one lady actually went up to the school and she filmed some stuff, and I think that was a while back. I don't know how long ago, but it was a while back. But I'm letting y'all know, man, first of all, I could not do anything. I can't do anything negative, man. And I thank the Lord. I thank God for my talent. I thank God for, I built this recording studio. I ain't saying that it's the baddest thing since sliced bread, but it's good enough for me. And I'm proud of it. You should be proud of the things that you do. Stop trying to scam people. And I'm talking about out of your mouth hustling. Everybody want to make themselves bigger than what they are, man. Y'all like my new shirt? Y'all like my new shirt? I went to the Philippines and the shirt came. I ordered some clothes that didn't make it in time. I was on the plane gone. But anyway, I cannot believe, young, that this dude is talking about building a school for black people. And it's funny because the more I cover this stuff, the more I'm thinking, I'm like, he said, man, that's against the law. I'm like, damn, I didn't even think about it like that. You can't do an all black school. You can't do that. That's against the law. That's racism, man. Isn't it? Think about it. You can't just say, you're not allowed to come to this school because you white. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. That's what people are saying. I don't know. I feel as though we all should help each other as a human race. What happened when them drones hit? When them drones was up in the air? Yeah. You know, suppose Independence Day, that movie. Suppose these robots that they making start attacking us and everything, and all this AI and artificial intelligence and all this stuff. AI stands for artificial intelligence, Uncle Mike. Long story short, you ain't gonna, when we start fighting them, allegedly or whatever, you ain't gonna be worrying about the color of somebody's skin then, dummy. You're gonna be worrying about, that it's a robot against us. And I feel as though all that's gonna happen, man. I ain't trying to scare nobody, but this stuff is faster and faster. I'm starting a YouTube course because YouTube is going making money online and social media. Y'all need to start thinking about this right now, because them robots gonna take a look at Amazon. Look at all these self-checkout lines. All this stuff is happening. All this stuff is happening as right in front of your face. You got these smartphones. You better be smart and start using these things to make some money, because there ain't gonna be no such thing as a job. Hey, I said more than enough, man. I got a YouTube course. If you're interested in the YouTube course, let me know, because I'm gonna make sure some of these people get this. This is a new way of life, man. That's why I'm up on this channel and everything. We done on one channel. We rock 3 channels up here on this YouTube stream. 3 channels, and on one channel I got over 10,000 videos uploaded. What's gonna happen, man? Uncle Mike can't do no more jobs. I'm retired. So anyway, check this out. Breaking: Umar Johnson, the IRS reported leaks millions raised. When I first started covering this stuff, man, I started saying, I said, this dude, I know for a fact that $2 million done hit his pocket. $2 million. That's my guesstimation. Uncle Mike's guesstimation. I ain't gonna say that I got proof, but he was selling his book. Selling his book, and I know how people buy. Impulse buying. If he talking at an event and they paying him cash, he don't say nothing about that money. You know, everybody hide money from the IRS. Everybody. It's part of our life. This is how we live. Like breathing air, you hide money, try to pay less taxes, all that stuff. So all the money that he put down is what a lot of people are calculating. But I know the sales of the books and everything over 10 years, you're going to tell me he got, come on, man, at least another $200,000 for 10 years. Look here. Let's get into the video, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Woo, I miss my echo, man. Hey, let's see what the comments doing also, man. Let's check this bad boy. Yeah.
Y'all better be in the wine glass.
Hey.
So I am about to hit the water bottle and everything like that, y'all. Y'all like my little total look? I thought I was in a music video with this look and everything like that. Can't you see what you do to me? Our love is meant to be. They would have had to shoot me up because my stomach has a mind of its own. I don't know
Mine
which day
too.
it's just gonna fall flat. I do not know. I don't care. Okay, I'm at the age. I don't care
either.
Who cares about having a flat stomach?
No, but I'm doing some exercising and stuff. I'm starting off with 5 push-ups and do some little chair stuff. But every day when I wake up, I thank the Lord and I work on the body he gave me. And man, I'm always tired. Here we go.
Okay, am I right? Moving on. Listen, it ain't about me, y'all. It's hot. It's still hot. And I got on this thick ass like velour type. I don't know what type of material this shirt is, but it was just cute, and I just grabbed it out of my closet and everything like that. I wore this when I did my interview with Marcille. What's Marcille? God, Holt. Yeah. So I've only worn it like once or twice because sometimes my titties just don't be acting right in it or whatever. And so it is a fall type outfit or thing like that. But even though we don't have fall weather, it is what it is. Okay, so listen, appreciate y'all being here today. We have to talk about Dr. Umar Johnson extensively. All right. And so I had my entire team pull research over the last few days, and I was just thrown at the amount of money that you guys have donated to him.
Wow.
And when I tell you this man ain't got no school, he ain't paid no child support, and all he's paid for was pussy.
What?
Oh, yeah, my bonus with y'all. This ain't got nothing to do.
Wait a minute. Also, I heard, now I'm just telling y'all all the stuff I heard on YouTube. I guess that's when you're supposed to say, allegedly, his mom is on Section 8. His mother owns the house that's on Section 8. And he don't supposed to be living there. I think it's okay for your son to live with you. You know, he's filming out the closet. But the way Dr. Umar talks and the way he carries himself as this great man, Uncle Mike don't try to carry himself as a great man, but I'd be damned if my mother gonna be on some Section 8. Nope. I work 5 jobs. Yeah, I would work 5 jobs before my mother's on some type of Section 8 and everything. My mother is well taken care of. And that's what I'm doing all this for. When I don't want to do work, I do more work because my mother has blessed me and did all kinds of things for me that I really, really appreciate. And the stuff that she did, I cannot pay back. I cannot pay back. She done bought things to help my music career. And I'm like, this woman got to be crazy to buy these big speakers and all these microphones and stuff. This woman gone crazy. And no matter what, I get mad. I'd be mad when she asks for something, but I get it to her. I give it to her.
Well,
Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
This got everything to do with y'all gullible asses, okay? All right. And so listen, stay tuned for that because that is our thick topic of today, all right? But first, before we get into Eva Marcille and Mike Sterling rekindling, spinning the block, trying to get their Nelly and Ashanti on, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all I'm gonna give y'all a speech, but before I give y'all a little speech, okay, a little motivational speech, you know, we gotta start it off on a good foot, okay? We gotta show the love for our sponsors, okay? And so we're just gonna take a few minutes and
sponsors. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm trying to get this.
Sterling rekindling, spinning the block, trying to get their Nelly and Ashanti on. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a speech, but before I give y'all a little speech, okay, a little motivational speech. You know, we got to start it off on the. We need
even
my
I can't get
season 16's new.
I can't get the chat to play when it's full screen. So we're gonna do medium screen while we keep this chat open. I like to see what the chat is doing every now and then and all that stuff. But here we go, y'all.
All the time. And overthinking leads to stress. Hell, I got an 18-year-old daughter overthinking, and she ain't got shit to think about. Okay? So that should tell you how much we as women are just programmed to overthink. Not to say that, and it's hard on our biopsy, and they ain't even done the causes cancer to get worse.
Okay, y'all. I'm trying to get to the meat and the potatoes.
Or it's stressful. Or even doing these shows are stressful. I was in
she talking the same stuff I'm talking.
the back either praying and meditating. And so that's option 1. Option 2, I'll tell you about it at the end of the show, okay? And like I said, no, it is not Ativan or Valium or nothing like that, okay?
Okay.
Stay tuned.
It is stressful, man. All this stuff, you know, work is stressful. Any type of work is stressful. And this type of work is a little more stressful because you're trying to concentrate on not saying the wrong thing, but trying to concentrate to say the right thing so you can go viral, right? Get more subscribers. You're always looking at your subscribers. You're looking at what the comment section is saying. This stuff can be stressful, but you got to learn to relax because you self-employed. This is your self-employed.
So, life. They were married, and she gave the kids, his last name, which I thought was a big stretch because Kevin McCall is still, around and he wants to be a father, but, neither here nor there. And then she divorced him after giving the kids, Mike Sterling's last name. She divorced him, didn't tell nobody why, not even him. I did hear from sources that was close to him that it was due to him working too much. Yes. And so he's a lawyer, of course, and the hours are long. And so she felt like she was just doing it all by herself. So why be married if I'm doing it all by myself? And I mean, that's your point there. But it's not like he's going to be working like this for the rest of his life. He's young. He's got to work. But of course, she's popular. She's beautiful. She has options and she doesn't have to wait. So she decided to exit the marriage. That is in her right to do that. Now, what is also in her right to do is reconcile with her fucking husband, okay, if she wants to. And she did just that. And Mike Sterling had already said that he was going to get her back. He said, I'm going to do what I got to do to get my wife back. And he did just that. He was out here on his Judge Greg Mathers. I'm getting my wife back. Fuck what them strippers said in Detroit about me wanting to have a baby with her. That was on temper. They know I can't have no damn babies. I'm too old. It's a lie. You got crazy. Sperm. You can have a baby, okay? And you notice he ain't saying nothing to me about that because he always out here clocking. He ain't clocked me on that. Because, he likes to read them down. He likes to read them down, but he ain't saying nothing. Because he know that I know what them girls were saying in Detroit in them strip clubs. Yeah. And we're just going to say allegedly, just to be thick. Okay? My shirt just keeps trying to give y'all a show, but it's okay. Now, I heard through the grapevine that, yes, they are back together. They are planning a remarriage, and it's going to be done just like how Nene Leakes did hers and how Nelly and Ashanti are doing theirs, which means they're going to film it. Okay, so this is going to be the comeback marriage. Everybody's going to watch. That's why they're keeping it hush-hush because they are going to monetize fuck out of this. Okay, and so do I blame them? No, things are tight right now. Shit, everybody's going through it. Get your coin if you can. But here's my thing. Eva, don't be out here embarrassing that man, making the world think that he was out here cheating on you and doing all sorts of things. And the only thing he was doing was working. Working to take care of your expensive ass needs. Because remember, you get to keep your money. You don't have to pay no bills. He got them all. So you a supermodel, you coming from a certain lifestyle, that man got to pull in overtime to keep you happy. And I'm sure after you got out here and you started doing it on your own, you saw that. And that's why you took your ass right back because one, you saw what was outside in Atlanta. And two, you realized that your ass overreacted. Out here overthinking, overstressing, over nothing. So stay your ass at the house. Stay your ass at the damn house, okay? You're doing too much and get your check. But y'all will see it because I heard that they are in negotiations with filming the reconnection and possibly getting their own show like Toya and her husband and things like that, okay? And so I wish them nothing but the best. This is No Hope. That's her husband. That's her baby daddy. That's all the above. But just keep us out the group chat, okay? Just please keep us out of it. Even though they're going to invite us in when we see them remarry. All right. Moving on. Okay. So listen, after the break, we are going to unwind everything that I found on Dr. Umar Johnson. Okay. Like I said, I am disappointed in y'all that it even got this thick for this long. Like I said, 2 million, or did I say that? Well, if I didn't, I'm about to tell you now, $2 million accounted for.
That's what I've been saying when I think Leonard, I hope I'm pronouncing his name because correctly. Cool, very cool brother, man. But hey, he calculated 1.6 million. That's what he calculated, and I added all the stuff that I think he's hiding. So long story short, now she's saying over 2 million also. I'm thinking it's over $2 million.
There's millions that are unaccounted for. And like I said, there's no school, no child support paid. And much, much more, okay? But we're going to take a break, and then after the break, we'll get started. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We'll be right back. Let's go. Like me.
All right, we're skipping over the advertisement again. So
We're definitely discussing overstressing as women and overthinking and stuff like that, and ways to manage stress and to keep yourself from overthinking. Me personally sharing some things with y'all. I do have some things that I'm gonna share with y'all later in the show that's gonna help to bring that down as well. And also we were discussing Eva Marcille and Mike Sterling reconciling and things like that. Okay, and so listen, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the real wine here. And you know I got my reading glasses because it's a lot. It's a lot we gotta go through. Okay. So not only do we have Dr. Umar Johnson, whose real name is Jermaine Shumaki, if that's how you say it, I don't know. Jermaine, Jeffrey, all hood niggas. I'm just letting you know, okay? And Jermaine has been standing on the side of the internet, begging and grifting and pandering to the black community only, isolating the white community because he knows, especially if the white community were scammed like the black community was, they would have had his ass locked up a long time ago. But for us, it take us 20, 30 years to catch a predator. You see how long it took us to catch R. Kelly? Here we go. Okay, we're in this again. And so he's been standing on the side of the road collecting coins, anywhere from $10 to $50 per black family to help open up a school that is still vacant till this day in 2025. Matter of fact, I believe it's being auctioned off if it hasn't been auctioned off right now. Okay, so let's get into the timeline of this because you guys know I like to go through it all right? And so he has been pandering and grifting to y'all about starting a school called the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Okay, I had to think about that. He's said it so many times I can't even believe that I had to think about it, because he uses repetition. And when you repeat something, a lot of times, just like when they repeat a song on the radio that you hate and then you end up liking it, you will end up saying, yes, I like it. Yes, I'm going to donate. And that's exactly what he uses in order to get donations out of black people who don't like to read or research, okay? Because a person that likes to take their time to read and research and not just listen to someone who is very charismatic and very stern with their words and extremely articulate would literally pull it back, shave all the hair off on his face, okay? Give him a haircut and you'll really see Jermaine for who the fuck he is, okay? Now, the whole scheme has been going down for 15 years. This, in my opinion, is the longest running fundraising schemes ever in history, and it's still going on to this day because he is still begging for money to help y'all to save a school that never opened. Never opened. Now, he started this scheme in 2010, all right, with this whole dream. And I remember Dr. Umar was so flexing with his tongue. He had my cousin calling me, have you heard Dr. Umar? He the truth. He the truth. And I never got it. I'm like, why y'all? This ain't no different than fucking Brother Polite. And you know what Brother Polite is, right? In jail, registered as a sex offender. Didn't preach or didn't live by anything that he told y'all to motherfucking live by. Remember, do as I say, not as I motherfucking do. And he was doing his girlfriend's children. Now back to Dr. Umar. Okay, because he ain't doing his children, but he definitely doing the hoes on the road that he meets, okay, that fall for these elaborate schemes and the way he articulates words and says he's going to help their sons. And I have yet to find a black boy that he's helped, including his motherfucking self, because the way that his ex-girlfriend Siobhan came out here and said he was living because he's still living with his mama, and that's a boy mentality. And you can say, oh, it's not, but when you're living off of your mother's welfare, okay, Medicaid and all that stuff and food stamps to take care of yourself, you're a boy. And he needs to go to his own school that he's never gonna motherfucking open, okay? Hopefully he'll be going to school in prison here soon. When I'm done with this video, and I don't give a damn what none of y'all got to say at all. Now, Let me go ahead and pull up these receipts real quick, okay? Now, according to IRS Form 990, the filings reveal disturbing financial irregularities, okay, with Jermaine Shermock. That's how he files it. He doesn't file it under Dr. Umar. It's Jermaine, okay? Now, the nonprofit shows assets of $634,436 as of 2024. This is what he's saying that he raised. This is what he reported. Okay, now you know he go begging inside of that car without a haircut every other day or on the side of the building in which he lives in, because they say his house is right there on a row house in Philadelphia somewhere. Okay, and his mama inside and she ain't had a diaper change in months. Okay, this is according to the girlfriend. Shout out to the mother, and I hope the family can get that woman away, because he's really giving me Jaguar right and how she was taking care of her motherfucking mother. Okay, collecting the check but wouldn't feed her, change her, or nothing. Remember that? And that old lady died in agony. Now, according to the IRS filings, this is inconsistent reporting of contributions, okay? Now, while official filings show that only $321,408 in total contributions over the last 5 years, evidence suggests Johnson raised significantly more through other channels, okay? Meaning books and all of that. He's reported GoFundMe campaigns, all right, that he's been suspended from through 2014 and 2015 of over $400,000 raised before the account suspension. That's a lot of money for GoFundMe, okay? PayPal donations, approximately $125,000 documented. Speaking fees and direct donations, estimated $750,000. This man raised all this money and ain't got a haircut yet. Total estimated funds, 1.6 to 2 million that they can account for, and this is with them digging. They've been on his ass, okay? And we're going to talk about how much they've been on his ass, and that's the reason why that damn school is on the auction block right now, vacant school that never opened. And he promised to open it in 2013 and kept pushing back the opening date and blamed us, well, not me, y'all, if y'all donated, as to why it can't open, because black people can't stick together, okay? Even though he was running it like a mom and pop shop, because I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna give y'all some other people that have done similar things like this in the past, and they are still successful to this day, black people per se. The facade is crumbling. The whole facade. Anything that this man has talked about on the internet, y'all took as gold. I literally laugh at my cousin now. I say, you remind me of a bitch, you know, first time nigga in jail, and you believe the nigga that befriends you the first day, and that's the one that's raping you. That's exactly the type of energy that Jermaine gives me. Period. You believe everything that he says because he's nice to you, and then the whole time he has a plan to bring you over and fuck you in your ass. Now that the facade is just out there and the cape the face has been revealed as to who Dr. Umar is, I'm gonna stop saying Dr. Umar. His real name is Jermaine, okay? He had to create a whole pseudo personality to get y'all believe that he was actually smarter than he really is. And I gotta give him credit because he's smart. I mean, the man has raised millions of dollars without an actual job, without an actual degree. Because remember, they came after him in 2018 in Pennsylvania, the psychology board, because he was saying that not only was he related to Frederick Douglass, and that's the reason why he wanted to start a school behind him to help underprivileged black boys and everything like that. But they also said that he didn't have a license to practice psychology, but he said that he had a certificate in psychology, just like I have a certificate in journalism. But does that make me a journalist? Come on now. Come on. Stop the cap. Stop the motherfucking cap. Now, the facade, like I said, the whole thing is coming down because now the building faces auction. So yes, he has a building because he had to prove to y'all that yes, he was doing something with the money, but it was a vacant building. It was sort of like a business being there. Coach Stormy's ex-boyfriend was accused of using a company called BK Lobster and a franchise name to sell people franchises. And so he would have a building that was there, but then when people came to give them money to start a franchise, he wouldn't build them out a franchise. It was a whole scheme, according to his ex-wife, that he did using smoothie shops and franchises. This is what the school is. I got the school, y'all. Now I need the money. Keep giving me the money. It costs money to run this, and so y'all need to keep donating if this is gonna work. I need electricians to work for free because it's a non-profit. I need carpenters to work for free. I need people to donate free desks and everything. I mean, y'all was supposed to run the whole school, and the only person that was gonna profit was him. But speaking to his ex-girlfriend, a few other women, they said that Dr. Umar ain't never had no interest in no black boys at all. The only thing he had interest in is putting kids in their vaginas when he meets them on the road after these shows, okay? So he uses these shows to prey on women, okay? And we're going to talk about the conscious stripper that exposed him back in 2015 in just a second. But basically, the FDMG Academy bank accounts were frozen. Okay, he alleged there was hacking attempts. However, there was no hacking attempts. He owed the IRS motherfucking money. Not only did he owe the IRS motherfucking money, he owed for unpaid vacant property registration fees $15,000. 4 years delinquent. So what was he doing with all the money that he was asking y'all for? Water and sewage charges, $1,800. He ain't paid no water bill. Civil penalties and fees, $456. Total debt, $76,776.44 is what he's owed, including back taxes. And so guess what? They placed liens on the property years ago, back in 2020, okay? And they still haven't gotten their money yet. But yet he's begging to y'all every day, making it seem like it's urgent that y'all give it to him using tactics such as the repetitiveness. Like I said, the repetitive psychology, when you repeat something several times, you guys just be like, oh, I give up. Emotional manipulation, basically pulling at y'all heartstrings and things like that, saying that you need to do it now. That's the urgency behind it. Also, he blame shifts whenever y'all ask, and he always says, oh, it's PayPal, oh, it's this, it's the brother down the street, as to why I ain't got to do it. Or he does what we call moving the goalpost. So basically every time he says he's going to do something, he just pushes out the date longer and longer, and the scheme has been pushed from 2010 all the way up to 2025, and now everything that y'all have donated to him to trick off with on the road and leave women pregnant with babies and unpaid child support, but is yet out here trying to preach to y'all and tell y'all how important y'all need to be in y'all children's lives, and allow him to teach your children at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Now here's the thing. I'm not saying his vision wasn't ethical. It's totally ethical. And a lot of people believed in it, because others such as, now don't get me wrong, because I don't know their names or anything like that. I don't know these people, but I do know that they have successfully built schools that are similar to what Dr. Umar tried to do. For instance, like Jeffrey Canada. All right, he has the Harlem Children's Zone Promise Academy in New York. He built a cradle to college pipeline. These are notes, okay? Cradle to college pipeline with integrated social sciences and 2 charter schools, widely documented for improved outcomes and replication lessons, okay? Also, Dr. Howard Fuller, Milwaukee education reform leader, formerly CEO of Milwaukee Public Schools, founder Dr. Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy, longtime advocate who helped create and sustain high-performing options for Black students with strong governments. Hold on. Let me start this over. I'm not saying that what Dr. Umar Johnson wasn't legitimate. It was legitimate, but I feel like the fame and things got to his head, and that's why he's starring in movies, playing himself, doing the exact things that he does to women on the road and leaves them with babies, okay? Because we've interviewed more than one woman, okay? And there have been more than one woman that have come out over the years to tell you the type of nigga that he really is, okay? And what I know that Black women love is a real articulate nigga that don't work. They just talk good and fuck good, okay? Now, there have been other Black scholars that have done this in the past and that are successful today, like, let me get my reading glasses, Jeffrey Canada, who has a school in Harlem. Dr. Howard Fuller, who has a school in Milwaukee, okay? Matter of fact, go back to Jeffrey Canada. He got a couple schools, okay, charter schools. And also KIP. Okay, it's called Knowledge is Power Program, and it has co-leaders in various cities, numerous, and they are numerous black leaders. Okay, now I'm reading all this because I need to make sure that I'm backing this up to let y'all know that I don't want y'all to not donate when legitimate people come to y'all asking for funds to help, but they do it in a legal way, which means having a board, which means having a LLC, reporting taxes, putting people in place that can do it, getting government grants. He said he didn't want the government involved because he didn't want to answer to the government and things like that, but you have to. And when you have a charter school, you get a little bit more leniency. But instead, he pocketed all the money and can't manage the school as well as his own household. And that's the reason why, according to his ex-girlfriend, Chiffon, who he called Fishy Coochie, is living off of his mother's welfare benefits. And he's living off of y'all PayPal donations because y'all can no longer donate money because all his motherfucking accounts are frozen. What I'm saying is that this could have been a really big thing had he would have not tried to make himself big like Diddy, all up in the video, all doing this. And now look at Diddy now, where he's at, fighting for his life, because instead of doing the right motherfucking thing, he's doing all the wrong things behind the scenes.
Come on now. Preach.
Same shit, thinking with your dick and your nappy ass hair.
Preach. Ding.
I'm surprised y'all ain't stopped the shenanigans when the conscious stripper came out and told y'all that she had a son and she had met Dr. Umar on the road back in 2015. And instead of him helping her son, he helped her come. Then you got him co-signing Sukiyana because he loves hoes. Then he playing himself in movies, putting Medea-like women on dresses and stuff like that. And then when you see the women come out to expose him, y'all don't believe that there's no way that Dr. Umar will fuck these ladies. Dr. Umar will fuck anything, in my opinion, with a hoe, including a motherfucking nigga. And he's been doing that for years.
A woo 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 woo. A woo woo woo. What make it so bad? This little movie she keep talking about. The lady Marianne, shout out to Marianne. She was the director of the movie. She said that she do documentaries and not movies, and he insisted on her doing this daggone movie. Sister. What make it so bad is, she was saying, she said, I wish I would have did this. She was against doing it. He wanted a snow bunny up in the movie. He wanted to have S with a snow bunny up in the movie. This is what Mary Ann said. And I was like, what? Not him? Well, what is the purpose if he stand behind black men not dating outside of their race? This is what he said. I was so mad at him over that. But hey, you know, to each his own. Stop trying to tell everybody else what to do and straighten your stuff up. You got your daughter online talking so bad about you. I would never in my life be on this earth and have a family member say so many bad things about me without straightening it. We need to sit down and talk about this. Don't put that on social media. What have I done to hurt your feelings so bad where you got to get on a video and talk so negative about me? And he don't even care, it seemed like. You trying to open a school for kids. I could not send my kids to your school because you can't take care of your own kids. I need somebody to teach me how to take care of my kids better than I can do it. That's what I'm looking for. Wrong with you, man.
Whether you want to say it's physical fucking, but fucking somebody out of their money is the same issue. Same goddamn thing. In the white community,
uh-oh, here we go. Wait
no
a minute.
way that Dr. Umar will fuck these ladies. Dr. Umar will fuck anything, in my opinion, with a hoe, including a motherfucking nigga. And he's been doing that for years. Whether you want to say it's physical fucking, but fucking somebody out of their money is the same issue. Same goddamn thing. In the white community, this would be an issue of wire fraud, which I feel they're going to come back and tap Dr. Umar Johnson here soon for this. And he's going to have a hard time defending all this because everything that he did was digital. Dumbass. They're going to be able to track every donation, track every fucking tax report, filing that you did. You're going to.
Somebody said, hide your pets, hide your kids, hide your pets.
Gonna have to justify all the motherfucking money you've made, and then he's gonna be out here trying to ask y'all for donations to help him fight a case because they're trying to take another black man down like they did Diddy. And the whole time it was they dick and they greed that took him down. But like I said, had he would have been white doing this, his ass would have been in jail a long time ago. But how long is it gonna take y'all for y'all to wake up and see what this actually is? Did it have to take his daughter coming out here to tell y'all that he was a deadbeat and didn't take care of his kids, and then he blamed his vegan whole baby mama for having the baby and putting him on child support? Or the fishy coochie ex-girlfriend who he asked to be his wife to take care of his mother because he needed a caretaker because he needed to continue to get her benefits. That's how he was able to eat. And according to her, he eats cereal and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all day. Travels all the time to every motherfucking city by using his power and influence and all these interviews that he's doing to sell books and sell y'all hope, but I ain't yet to help one black boy yet. And you mean to tell me this is the man that y'all wanted to donate money to? After everything that I fucking described in this video, verbatim, this is the black man that y'all wanted to educate y'all black sons? Now I gotta go. Now listen, before I go, all right, we have a fan Q&A, all right, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what I use to help myself not stress, okay? No matter how thick things get, my ass is calm. My blood pressure don't even rise no more.
No mouth.
My heart rate don't even increase no more. I got to make it increase by doing sprints and things like that. I'm always relaxed. I'm not clenching my teeth, all right? We got a fan Q&A, all right? Because I always utilize this this time to, answer a question from one of our winos. I don't like to say fans, winos, okay? And so let me go ahead and pull out this question here. If you want your question read on the channel, just please email me at umwamatashk@gmail.com and we'll let you know if your question has made the segment, okay, by reading it, all right? All right, so here we go. This is from an anonymous wino. Hey, Tasha. Let me get some water. Hold on. Okay, she goes, I'm an Aquarius and she's a Taurus. All right, so here we go with the, I'm a Pisces Aries, but at the end of the day, that's still your mother. Okay, and God gave y'all those signs because y'all was supposed to be mother and daughter. Now she goes, I'm an Aquarius and she's a Taurus and she gets on my damn nerves. Okay, but she's my mom and I love her. I love that. I want a better relationship, but I made a routine of spending my time in my room, and now that I'm home from college, I'm doing the same thing. She had a health scare when I was in middle school, and I feel that I'm seeing the results of it now. Such as memory loss, quick to anger due to frustration over small stuff, or her paranoia. At times, I feel like her fears are ridiculous. But I love her and I don't want her to be afraid of living alone, okay? I'm 25 and I don't plan on living with her forever, but the way I feel about her and my future, I don't want to feel like I have to take care of her. And I'll be honest, I don't want her to live with me, but I don't want her to fall into a depression or just be scared to live alone. How can I work on getting out of the comfort zone, which is in my room, and get her to possibly apologize for the shortcomings I went through in life so we can have a better connection, okay? I was touched as a little girl. I apologize about that if she didn't apologize for you. She took her anger out on me at times physically, which I felt was a result of me being a bad kid, but also her being overwhelmed as a single mom. Specifically, hold on for a second. Hold on. She beat me down to the ground over a piece of cake being in a towel and not on a paper towel. She did it in front of my childhood friends and embarrassed me, and I can't seem to get past it. She had several outbursts throughout life. So she's had several outbursts throughout my life. All right. So that is a tough situation that you're in. I appreciate you writing in and being vulnerable. Okay. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. If your mother is already having a health scare and, she is not in her right mind, I just don't think you're going to get the apology that you feel like you're entitled to. Now, I don't feel like you should have to live in misery and things like that. And so bottom line, it looks like you're going to have to take care of your mother or help. And there are ways of doing that without it impeding on your emotional health, all right, which is your mental health. And so, which means like, you getting your own place, not too far from her, and then having her own place, and then you check in on her. Okay, you can go ahead and apply for assistance to kind of help with the nurse's aide to come in and help with your mom because you got to work and things like that. But you still go over to see her regularly and help her through these issues. Now, I don't think that you're going to get the apology that you're looking for. And even if she did give it to you, it's still not going to help. And I do feel like you need to get some outside therapy to deal with that because no one should come in between your happiness or your mental health or anything like that. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, or anyone. And so you have to do therapy for yourself because people are just going to be themselves. And there's nothing you can do about it. We have these expectations as what we feel people should be and how they should treat us. But basically, people treat us how they feel about themselves. Okay. And so that's just bottom line. And so unfortunately, your mom looks like she kind of went through it, took it out on you. Trust me, I've been there. Kind of read that book, but thank God that I did go to therapy and I was able to rectify a lot of those issues. And so my mom is not the same person that she was back then. Now, is she perfect? Hell no. But I don't think it's fair to her and myself that I carry things that happened when I was a child, okay? And so you're saying now that your mom's anger fuse is much shorter now and she's moody and she's, paranoid and things like that. And so it seems like it's just going to get aggressive. And maybe she suffered from some type of mental issue when you were younger and it was just undiagnosed and things like that. And so I just don't think you should hold on to that, but I do think you need to prepare your mother to be able to live on her own, but you still kind of check on her. Or there are assistant housing. My friend owns a couple, and these are great houses where, she'll have her own room. She'll be able to come and go as she pleases. They'll make sure she takes her medicine. They'll make sure she does things like that in order to still be somewhat independent. And so in order for you to not carry that burden, I would start looking into things like that so that you don't have to carry all of that worry and things like that on your back at such a young age, because you do have to live your life too. But at the end of the day, the only forgiveness you're going to get is from yourself. Okay, so I appreciate you writing in and I wish you the absolute best. And bottom line is Black mothers, including me, we got to be better parents to our children. Okay, and so I'm apologizing for your mother and all the other mothers out here who fuck us over. Okay, it's the past and we got to get past it. And we can't let it become our future because then it's going to impede on the type of mother that you are.
Right. And it's going to circle over and over again, man. So one of the things I think that Black people, since we talking about Dr. Umar, I think we need to leave that past alone. They talking about Black History Month. We was enslaved. And the white man still holding me back. That's all that's done with. We can't change that. We got to start looking and understanding and educating ourselves on how to move forward with AI. We got to start moving forward. Stop worrying about these white folks. Start worrying about them robots. Yeah. Start worrying about this artificial intelligence. Stop worry about these computers that's taking over all our jobs. That's what we need to worry about. Hello.
And you don't want to repeat that.
Hello.
So you got to learn and have grace. And when I go back to learn, which means learn what triggered your mother so that you won't, display those same behaviors without knowing. And so if you know what your mother went through, you won't display that when you become a mother. And so you really got to do the therapy for yourself. Okay. And so I appreciate you and good luck to you, okay? And if you want your question read, winos, please email unwildwithTashK@gmail.com and we'll let you know if your question is selected. Now, on to what I was saving, okay, for you guys. And so here's the thing. When it comes to overstressing, a lot of us have a lot of stress issues because we are lacking the vitamins and minerals that our body needs to function properly, whether that be vitamin D, whether it just be a daily vitamin. And you don't necessarily have to get it through supplements. You can get it through food. But like me, I don't eat healthy every day. So I typically go for supplements. Now, one thing that's really important that you need in order to keep your body calm, your muscles, because your heart is a muscle, your organs are muscles, you know what I'm saying? Your face got muscles, and so when you clench your teeth or you get angry and stuff like that, you tense up, is magnesium. Okay, now I know you can't see this. We're gonna put the picture up, but it's such a, and I like the branding on the bottle, even though you can't see it, but it's very calm, okay? And this is called Maganera. I take 2 of these a day. Even my husband takes 2 of these a day. I take 1 in the morning and
Okay, that's enough. I don't know what she get ready to get. Promote. Yeah, one of the things, man, that's enough of that. This Dr. Umar thing, man, I really think that people need to see and understand what's going on as far as this. I think, I hate to call people like small-minded. Let's just say they don't understand. They don't understand all the behind-the-scenes work that goes into opening up a school in a building and bringing human beings inside the building to get educated. And during the school day, they got to go eat food. That's a whole different system. The food and the food and drug administrator and the health codes on the food and all this stuff. I'm talking about stuff I don't know about, but I know it exists. The playground that they playing on, they got to be inspected and doing all this type of stuff. The type of computers, the chairs, or whatever the case may be. Then you got to sign up for teachers and all this. It's a lot of stuff, man. And all we see every time is just him. I have not, for 13 years, I have never seen not one expert speak on his behalf or speak on the school. And we still donating to him. What we need to do, we need to stick together, I think. I think we need to stick together and let people know. I cannot believe I just got off the phone with somebody who was praising this man. Like, yeah, man, I mean, he's a great speaker. Don't get me wrong. He's a great speaker. But what is he doing with the money? I can see after raising funds for 2 years, he bought the buildings. I can see that after 2 years. And now we hold up, y'all. We got some problems. Why don't we do this? Everything he does, this is how you can pinpoint a scammer. And I want even YouTubers that talking all this trash. None of them make not one mistake. They don't never own up to one mistake. I can pull up many videos where I said, you know what, y'all? My bad. That's my bad. I made a mistake. I love to own up to my mistakes. Man, you know what, man? Dang, I should have did. I wish I didn't build that vocal booth that big. I wish I did. I got 2 vocal booths that never ever used. It's a whole part of this whole YouTube thing. I didn't know. I'm learning now that YouTube took over. Ain't nobody coming to no recording studio. What? You got recording studios on your phone now. Man, listen to this, Uncle Mike. Listen to this. I made this on my phone. I'm like, what? The beat sound good. The vocals stink because you rap it into your phone or whatever. It sounds like you did it on your phone. It ain't professional. But my point is, they rather do this on their phone than pay real studio time to Uncle Mike to get it done right. I'm not saying who's right or wrong. I'm telling you what the facts are that people are doing. They prefer to shoot videos this way instead of turning your phone this way. That's why now I gotta, everybody's adapting to what people want. Not which way is right or wrong. Now this way, this ain't wrong no more. I used to tell people that, man, you recording wrong. You should be recording like this. Because Facebook, Instagram, TikTok I don't know, Twitter maybe, I don't know. Even YouTube has adapted to this. This is for movies. This is for YouTube. This is for movies this way. So Uncle Mike had to adapt. Why? Because this is what people are doing. Look here, man. If you don't learn to adapt in this world and learn new things, you're going to be left behind. And I'm saying that to all these people that they don't look at a lot of YouTube. They don't look at a lot of social media. That's why people scroll with the TikTok. TikTok, you get more information all over the place to scroll, and you feel you engaged because you're using a muscle to move that screen over and over again. Yeah. And they figured all this stuff out to get more money out of you, the more entertainment and all this stuff. We so busy being entertained and listening to the he say, she say, while these computers and AI and robots and everything taking over. They taking over, y'all. I swear to y'all. I'm going up there to look at Dr. Umar's schools, and I'm taking a drone. I hope I can fix the leg, y'all. The leg broke, y'all. Look, the leg broke off, so I had it fixed at one time. I'm trying to put some glue on it, but long story short, I'm gonna fix this leg, and I'm gonna shoot this drone footage. The type of footage that we're getting used to cost thousands of dollars just to set up and get this type of footage. And a struggling YouTuber is going to get this footage for you all. Think about that. Technology is moving so fast, and we sitting back doing everything the way we used to do it, man. It ain't working no more. That ain't working for you, man. So I'm starting a YouTube course. I'm teaching people everything I know on how to fire your boss, man. I still can't believe it. I have walked off my job and I'm doing YouTube full time. Y'all know if y'all been following, I've been in the Philippines for 30 days, 3 times. I went to the Philippines on the other side of the world. I love just flying onto the other side of the world and being there for 30 days. The only reason why I'm staying for 30 days is because unless you get a visa, you can't stay no longer. I didn't even know that. You gotta go get a visa and do all that. I don't know how to do that, so I haven't done it yet. But I can get a visa and stay for 2 months, 3 months, or something like that. And maybe I should do that, because as soon as I got back into the United States, it was like, oh my God, the people. First of all, oh my gracious. Anyway, I'm just going on and on, man. I thank y'all. Shout out to all my enders. If you are an ender, you are helping the channel to grow. Y'all go to the Music Recording Network Live. That's a separate channel. The Music Recording Network Live. I'm going to be live while I'm driving up to these schools. Friday. Yeah. Friday I'm driving up to the schools and everything. So I'm trying to get prepared and all that type of stuff. And I don't know if people are going to be there, if they're going to be working on the schools or not. But I'm going to be interviewing people or asking people some questions. I don't know. We got to get to the bottom of this, man. We got to get to the bottom of this. Because right now, online, Dr. Umar is Yup. Look here, man. I'm going to get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out and pray for yourself.